She has a YouTube channel with hundreds and hundreds of subscribers. She's been on the Food Network show Chopped Jr., and she's one of the best role models for young ladies out there. Today, it's the season 1 finale of Lunch with Tony Rose with Jenna Coles. Tony Rose and Jenna Coles today. I've been excited to do this interview.
I'm excited too. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Whatever. You're nervous. You're like, what does Tony Rose want to talk to me about today?
Maybe.
Now, real quick, tell everybody out there, how old are you?
I'm 12.
12.
Yeah.
You're much smarter than me, and I'm almost 41. So
Surely not.
This is two separate worlds coming together right now. Jenna Coles, 12 years old. Auburn, right?
Yep, going to Auburn.
That's I'm an Auburn alum as well.
Yeah, so is my dad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about your dad
and
your mom later today too. But you've had a very interesting 12 years so far in this world, haven't you?
Yep, they've been interesting. That's for sure.
What for the folks that don't know, Jenna is one of the most talented, and everybody should know, one of the most talented young chefs and cooks in not only Southern Kentucky, but the country. And you were on a TV show called Chopped Jr.
That was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
I met a bunch of friends. Me and Paige still text. We texted yesterday. She wants to come up here for the summer. That would be a lot of fun.
So there were four contestants, right? I say 4 kids, but 4 young adults on the show on Chopped Jr.
Yeah.
When did you do that episode? When did you do that?
We did it like the last day of November and the first day of December. We taped like the beginning part, like where we're cooking.
Right.
We taped that the next day.
Right.
December 1st, but the day before that we just did like the interviews and stuff.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I'm gonna talk about Chop, but first I have to get like caffeinated and stuff. All right.
I'm Melanie. I'll be your server. Would y'all like some coffee? The coffee of the day is caramel with whipped cream, and we also have freshly squeezed orange juice and lemonade. You guys like to start out with
no pressure today, but she's a talented chef. So you guys are, I'm cracking down on you today, all right? All right, you're not a coffee drinker, are you?
Yep.
Really?
I love coffee.
Do you really?
Yep, I love coffee. Coffee's amazing.
Well, if that's the game we're playing, Jenna Coles, what do you want?
I'm good.
You want coffee?
Well, yeah.
Let's get
Like
coffee.
the caramel coffee?
Yep.
Okay, we'll do whipped cream on top.
Yes.
All right.
And I will do, you know what? I'm going to do coffee.
Okay.
But I don't want the whipped cream
cream.
and stuff.
I got
No,
you.
I'll let Jenna do that part.
Alright.
Yeah, she's got metabolism. She can burn it all. So. All right, so we got that part done. So you were on Chopped Jr. and so you do the show. You get the call. How did that come about? How do you go about getting on a major network food cooking competition show? Like, how does that happen?
Well, you would normally audition for it, but they watched my meatloaf video on my YouTube channel, and they called my mom, and my mom thought, well, this is the best prank call ever. But then she got to talking to them, and she's like, oh, wait a second, this is actually for real, and she was nervous about it.
So you have like a world famous meatloaf recipe.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
What's the secret to good meatloaf?
Well, it's dependent on your seasonings and your taste buds. If you like it spicier,
right,
you might want to put in a little bit more spice than I do.
Yeah. Okay, so okay, well we can kick it up a notch then. So,
yeah.
Anyway, so you get the call to go on Chopped, and so you have to go. Do you have to audition, or how does it work?
Well, you do like 4 or 5 interviews.
Because this is the closest I'll ever be to be on a cooking show.
Well, you have to do a bunch of interviews in the middle of it. You have to do like Skype interviews, over the phone interviews, but how it's gonna go, and they'll give you a brief like layout of it. And they're really nice. They're really friendly.
Yeah. So you're going to be on the show. You were on the show, but when you find out you're going to be on it, do they like make you like take it? Oh, look at this! Look what she's bringing you.
Thank you.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. After this, you can go run a marathon. After this, you'll be good to go for a while.
Yeah.
Guys, grits of the day today are cheddar jack cheese, bacon, and tomato.
Are you a grits?
I like grits too.
Really? Do you know what you want yet, or do you need a minute? Have you ever had wild eggs before?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Because there's no wrong answer at wild eggs.
Right.
All right. I will order, and by the time I get done, no pressure, but you've got to be ready. Okay.
Okay.
You know what? This is our final episode of season 1, so I'm going back to where we started. I'm going to the Calamity Katie with the everything muffin and the home fry skillet potatoes. That's what I want.
Right.
Yes.
Gotcha.
All right.
Bowling alley burger.
The bowling alley. Oh.
Yeah.
Do you like any cheese?
Yes.
What kind of cheese would you like? American cheddar, pepper jack?
Cheddar.
All
You
right.
want to add an egg to that? Or
No.
bacon?
Bacon.
Okay.
Yes.
Fries, chips, or skillet potatoes on the side?
Skillet potatoes.
She's from Auburn. You have to put, as Auburn, bacon goes on everything.
Yes. Bacon is amazing. I love
Yes.
bacon.
All
And
right.
yours, poached medium, okay for you?
Let's do it.
All right.
Sounds perfect.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. All right. Now we've got that part out of the way. Look at this, what you've got. What is
Yep.
what is going on here?
It's like whipped cream and it's melting and it's really
Do you
cool.
just drink?
Yeah,
Okay. Could you make one of those?
I can.
All right.
I've been making some frappuccinos. I
Really?
made a shamrock frappuccino on my YouTube channel last week. I'm trying caramel, cotton candy.
So you're like, this is like a scouting trip for you right here
Yeah.
to see what they've got. Okay, so you're on Chopped. I want to talk about Chopped because I got so much stuff I want to talk about, and we only have so much time before our food gets out here. So you go on Chopped. Are what we see on TV? Like, do you really only get like 20 minutes around and 30
It's
minutes?
30
around?
minutes every single time, and
Right.
that's all you get. So
So there's no like, oh, well, 5 more minutes to make sure stuff's
Nope.
right.
there's just 30 minutes once the
Did you have any idea what was going to be in your mystery basket?
nope.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, what was in your mystery basket again? Like, give us
For
a,
the appetizer, it was Brussels sprouts, pork, and blue cheese.
right.
There was one more thing. Can't remember.
Well, anyway, so you
Yeah.
get this stuff and you have to make an appetizer.
In
Did
30
you-
minutes.
Did you have any idea what you're going to do? Because I always see the contestants on shows like Chopped, and I'm like, I don't know how they're figuring out what they're doing. I was standing there for 15 just staring at the ceiling in fear. Like, were you scared? Were you nervous? Like, what was it like?
It was like more exciting than nervous.
Right?
So I guess the excitement just took over, and
Yeah.
I ran into the kitchen getting a bunch of ingredients that I really didn't know what I was going to do with.
Right?
But I just kind of made it work.
Yeah. Okay, so you did Chopped. Were the judges nice? How's Ted Allen?
They were fun. We would laugh.
Who were, do you remember who your judges were? Like, on the
Mark Murphy,
show? Yeah.
Jenna, I forgot what her, Jenna Bardwell.
Okay.
Something.
Okay. All right.
And a guy's name I cannot pronounce. I'm not
Really?
even going to try because I'm probably going to butcher it.
We'll call him Dave, but we'll find out. They always seem like they're so nice on there
Yeah,
and everything.
they're
so-
really nice. Like they made us feel good about it.
Do they eat all the food when you make
Yeah.
it for them? Because I always
They'll,
like,
like-
how do they eat all that stuff?
Yeah, like they'll
I have so many Chopped fanboy questions over here for somebody who's been on the show. So,
they'll eat a little bit of it, and then if they really like it, they'll go on it and eat almost all of it.
really, would you do it again? Would you do Chopped? Would you do the show again?
I wouldn't. It was a lot of fun.
What did you tell your friends at school? Like, you know, because you're 12, right? Well, you're like 11 when you do the show, right?
I was in 6th grade.
What do you tell your 6th grade friends? Like, oh yeah, what are you guys doing? Oh, well, we're gonna have a sleepover. I'm gonna be in New York on a reality show.
Well, I couldn't really tell them. I really wanted to. I really wanted to tell my best friend, but I couldn't do that because I was under confidentiality until like July of last year.
Right.
So then I got to talk about it, but I was
Yeah.
already in 7th grade, so everybody was like, "Why'd you go for a week?" I'm like, "Well, I was kind of in New York taping Chop Jr."
See, there you go. So you have a YouTube channel,
Jenna's Kitchen.
Jenna's Kitchen, which we'll put the link up and everything so people can find out more about. We'll talk about that some more. How does it feel kind of being, not, I mean, I don't say famous, but people recognize you now and you go out, especially around Southern Kentucky, Auburn.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we're probably the 2 most famous people from Auburn. Or I like to believe that. Anyway, but what's that like when you go out and people recognize you and you get questions?
It's
and
fun
stuff?
that
Yeah.
like they remember who I was on TV. It's fun to talk to people who are like, "Oh yeah, you were on the TV. Why don't I talk to you?" Because it's kind of cool. But
Right. Very cool. All right. Well, I'm going to let you try your. What
Yeah.
is this called now? What
It's
is
a
it?
caramel coffee with whipped cream on top.
All right. I'm going to let you try that. They're going to bring our food out. We're going to talk more. Jenna actually has a really big fan that she doesn't even know she has that I'm going to get some major brownie points by talking about, and some other common connections that we all have. And we're going to have, you've got like a frappuccino mustache right now. And it's
Cream
so
on
funny.
top.
It's Lunch with Tony Rose from Wild Eggs with Jenna Coles from Jenna's Kitchen and Chopped Jr. And we're going to eat right after this. We're back. It's Lunch with Tony Rose and Jenna Coles from Jenna's Kitchen. You can find her on YouTube and, of course, from Chop Jr. as well. And I think, if it's okay with you, I think we're ready to eat.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Now, I went Calamity Katie. You got a burger. All right, let's see what we got here. Look at this.
And the Alley burger add bacon.
Really, really good.
Is that good to you guys?
Holy cow, that's a big burger.
Do
Looks
y'all
awesome.
want some fresh cracked pepper on anything?
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
I think I'm great.
Enjoy.
Awesome. Here we go. All right. Now it's go time.
Oh, yeah.
So, are you a burger aficionado, or is
I
it, or
love
just-
anything to do with beef.
Really?
Anything to do with beef.
You've got a beef background.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I have like 5 cows.
You have 5 cows?
At home. Yeah.
Do you name them? Or they have names and stuff? Or
I do. I name.
do you feel a little bad that you're getting ready to eat like their cousin right now?
No, I don't feel bad about eating them. It's just when I name them, I kind of get a little bit attached, and when they go,
Right.
I mean, I don't
Right.
get torn up about it.
When they go. Oh, that's such a nice one. And when they go in my belly, I don't get so attached. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're a farm girl, right? You grew
Yeah.
up on a farm. Your dad's a farmer, right? Mom's got farm roots as well.
Yep. I have chickens. Jace
Yeah.
has bottle calves.
That's your brother, right? Mm-hmm. Which we said we weren't going to mention. He's 9.
Yeah.
But we'll say his name. We'll say hi to him. I went to high school with your mom.
Yeah.
We're both Logan County Cougars.
I believe that.
You say that in such a weird way. Like, that's a bad thing. Hey,
Not
class
a
of
bad
95, represent Logan County High School, you know?
It's not a bad thing. I never said it was a bad thing.
And I played Little League Baseball with your dad. So I got the in.
Oh, yeah.
I say play. I sat on the bench while he was hitting home runs. So, you know. All right, I'll let you try the burger. What do you think? See, this is where you can be like the chop judge.
That's good. Especially with bacon. Bacon makes everything better.
Bacon does make everything better. I don't have any bacon. But isn't chorizo like part of bacon or something?
It's like pork.
Okay.
Spicy ground pork,
I got you.
kind of.
So when I go and take a road trip somewhere, I'm awful to ride in the car with because I turn the music down and I turn the commercials and the DJs talking up because that's what I do. And I want to hear what they do. Is that kind of like when you go to a restaurant? Yeah, like it's like you can't enjoy your meal because you're sitting there like analyzing it because you're thinking, how can I recreate this at home?
Well, typically when we go somewhere,
Right.
I either get a burger
Right?
because I love anything to do with beef. So I like to analyze what they put in it.
I got you. So what do you taste in there? Is it a good burger?
That's
Is it
really
on
good.
point? Okay. Is there a right way to cook a burger? Is it like medium well or medium or how do
It's
you
got to be 160 degrees. Otherwise, it's just raw, and you should not eat that.
There you go.
Should
Look
not
at there.
eat it.
What's your favorite meal to cook?
That's a hard one. I think my theme is beef and sweets. I love anything to do with beef, and I love anything to do with sweets.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that either.
My signature dish is either Asian meatballs or peach. No, yeah, it's a peach steak wrap.
A peach steak wrap and Asian meatballs.
Yep.
I'm getting hungry while I'm literally not being hungry at raw eggs. I've had the Asian meatballs before, right?
Yeah.
They're very, very good.
Thank you.
Very delicious. All right, so let me flatter you for a minute, okay? I have a daughter, and she turns 5 this year, and she's infatuated. She wants her own YouTube channel.
Oh.
She loves the YouTube channels and stuff, you know. And you have a YouTube channel. And the other day I come home, and she's in the kitchen, and she's like, hey, Dad, hey, dude, because you know it's not Tony Rose. It's like, hey, dude, come over here. It's like I want to do a video for YouTube, and I'm going to be Jenna from Jenna's Kitchen.
Oh.
And so my 5-year-old daughter now has Kenner's Kitchen.
Oh.
And she's making like the muffins out of the bag.
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever, but
You
she's
gotta start
5.
somewhere.
That's right. How do you feel? Because it's not just my daughter, but you're 12 years old, but now you're a role model for young girls out there and dads out there. So seriously, if you have a daughter, if they grow up like Jenna Coles, you're doing pretty good. What's it feel like when you hear stories like that? Because that's not the only one. You're a role model for young girls out there.
I'm glad that I can inspire them to do something. Like, just because you're little and 5 years old doesn't mean that you can't do anything. Age does not matter in this. So you can do anything you want to be, even when you're young.
I like that. That is really good life information there. So what's it take to do a YouTube channel right? If you got hundreds of subscribers, thousands of views on videos. How do you manage that, plus manage school and being a good big sister and all that good stuff, and on top of kind of being, like I said, a local celebrity in some ways? How do you manage all that?
Well, my family helps me a lot. My mom is like she's not really the manager, but she's like always there and helping me. Like, hey, don't forget you got to do this today. And she helps me a lot. My family helps me too.
All right. So you're 12 years old. You have the whole future ahead of you. What do you want to do with your life? What do you want to be 10 years from now? We come back and we have breakfast again. Of course, mine will probably have to be a little bit different because I'll be a lot older. But what do you want to do with life? At 12 years old, you got the world in front of you, and you've got so many options. What do you want to do with life?
I want to be an ag agent like my mom.
Really? Why is that? Why? What makes you want to do that? I mean, obviously it's a cool job, but why do you want to do that?
Because I think it's fun, and if I help the farmers grow the food, they grow it, I cook it. There, it comes full circle.
What's your favorite Food Network show not named Chopped?
I like Cutthroat Kitchen and Guys Grocery Games.
Really? If you could share the kitchen with any chef and cook a meal together, if you could be a sous chef. Now look at that Food Network terminology right there. I've watched some Iron Chef in my life.
Impressed.
If you could be a sous chef to any chef, who would you want to be the sidekick to for a meal?
And they can't be in my family, can they?
No, we're talking.
Okay.
Although it's it's delicious. It's the best meal out there, man. Who would it be?
I like Alton Brown.
Okay.
And Guy Fieri.
Really? It's just Guy Fieri's hair, though, right?
No, he's a really good chef.
Would you ever do one of those competitive eating challenges that you see people do all the time?
Ooh, I don't think so. I didn't think I could do that.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your favorite meal to cook and your favorite meal to eat?
Like I said, my theme is beef and sweets, so anything to do with beef, I will probably just eat it up. And my favorite thing to cook.
You know what? Let me rephrase that. What's the favorite meal that your mom cooks that you'll eat?
Oh, everything except one.
Except
spaghetti
one?
squash.
Spaghetti squash.
I do not like spaghetti
What
squash.
is your problem with spaghetti squash? They're supposed to be so healthy because, guys like 40 like me, spaghetti squash is where it's at. It's good for you. What's your deal with spaghetti squash, Jenna?
I just don't like really the texture and the taste of it. Like, if you give me spaghetti squash and spaghetti, I can tell the difference because spaghetti squash is just weird tasting.
Really?
Just don't really like it.
Favorite subject in school?
Math.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
I can barely add.
Surely not.
So at 12, what are you doing in math? Is it calculus shit? I don't know. What do 12-year-olds do in math?
I do algebra in the mornings.
Right.
So I go to algebra first, and then the rest of my classes, but I'm the only one in algebra, so it's kind of lonely. I'm the only one with friends.
You're in the classroom literally all by yourself?
No. I have 8th graders and a 6th grader with me, but all my 7th grade friends are in 7th grade math, and it's kind of lonely because I have nobody to talk to.
It's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top, and we'll all learn that one day. Yeah, that is so cool. You've had such a fascinating life, and you haven't even lived it yet. You're only 12. You got the whole world in front of you.
Got a long way to go.
Do you like to travel and stuff like that?
I kind of like going different places and trying different foods there. But I like staying in Kentucky a lot.
All right, make me look smart when next time I cook in the kitchen. Win me some brownie points at home. Jenna Coles, Chopped Junior Chef, YouTube channel, cooking channel, all this great stuff. What is something that I can prepare that would make me look smart to my wife?
It depends on how you play it.
Okay, look at this. Give me some life advice here, Jenna. Okay, bring it on. What do you got? What are you thinking? All right.
So, if you're going to cook steak and mashed potatoes, you can put the mashed potatoes in a piping bag and pipe it onto the plate.
Mind blown. I can't handle it. I really can't. So instead of just scooping them out like lunchroom style, you're making artsy
you could do
stuff
that
with them.
And you can put some herbs on it.
Presentation. It's all in the presentation. That's what we've taken away today from Jenna Coles. All right, well, you've got burger everywhere. I've got Calamity Katie everywhere. I'll tell you this. You're a role model. there's a 5-year-old little girl I know of that loves watching you on YouTube.
Thank you.
And I know there's other young women out there, and old women too, and guys and everybody who could really, take away a lot from your passion and your drive. You've got good folks. You've got a good support unit around you. You're Logan County, which that's always good for me. You got the future ahead of you here. Get your Frappuccino cup up there for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Jenna Coles, YouTube star, Chop Junior star, great chef. Thanks for having breakfast with Tony.
Thanks
Rose.
for having me, and I have a little goodie bag for you.
Oh, wait a second. We're getting a goodie bag too? I feel like it's Ray Combs on the Family Feud. Do you mind? Can I open it up here?
Yep.
Look at this. What do we got? Hold on. Oh my goodness. What do we have here?
Macarons, strawberry macarons, and energy balls.
And what are these called?
Energy balls.
Energy balls. I need these more than you know. What's in here? What is in here?
Like peanut butter, honey,
Really?
flaxseed, oats, chocolate chips, and it's a little Nutella in there.
Do you mind if I try one right now?
Go ahead.
Let's go ahead and try one right now before we go. Here we go. I'm gonna bust this open. So this is from Jenna's Kitchen right here. All right, energy balls right here, down the hatch. Oh wow, that's really, really good.
Thank you.
Jenna Coles, thanks for having lunch with Tony Rose today.
Thanks for having me.
There you go.